do belong, and this program is for everyone. If you are committed to creating change, if you are committed to learning here in the Philippines about what is the reality of the situation, everyone is welcome and you do have a place here.
And that's when I realized that having this experience, truly, initially, I thought I would feel alone, but in fact, I am so excited. I am so excited to go back because I gained 12 times more strength, 12 times more love, and 12 times more support because of the people that I've met.
I'm expecting a really full and positive experience with FYLPRO. I'm so honored and grateful to be part of this experience. And so I am just looking forward to knowledge, a lot of education, friendship, community, and a lot of love. It's been a little over 7 years since I came back to the motherland, so I'm so excited to be part of this program.
This program has been really eye-opening as someone who has been a descendant. My lolo was from the area. He was from the province north of here in Capiz. It's really nice to visit Iloilo to see exactly what the reality is now here in the community, the work that they've been doing. We've just finished our tour here of the Museum of Industry, seeing how the 4 pillars that make up the Ilonggo economy have been the reasons why the city has been so successful. And I've been really happy to see kind of that work. My background has always been around how are ways that we can uplift our communities, and that means being able to look at how work is tied to our health, and being able to see this is very eye-opening. Knowing that at one point many of my ancestors engaged in this work through farming sugar, textiles, or even designing pottery is it's such an honor to be here.
My experience today was really nice because alam ko lang yung Pilipinas ng pamilya ko. But today I was able to see a different Philippines from what other people are used to, what other families are from. And I think that makes it a more comprehensive and holistic and a really authentic experience of what the possibilities of the Philippines are.
Yes, this experience has been incredible. It's surpassed all of my expectations. I think it's so nice to be back in the Philippines and to be surrounded by a group of leaders who really exemplify Filipino excellence.
It's been also a really great bonding experience to be with my fellow delegates. Each one of them has a really strong and beautiful story for which I see myself in every single part. And these folks that I have known just for the last couple of days have felt like my friends for nearly my entire life. I'm really thankful to the program to be able to have this opportunity to experience the Philippines and see it in a way that I never would have thought possible.
The FYLPRO, Filipino Young Leaders Program, would never have been here had it not been for the vision of 2 people, Vicky Quisha and Ambassador Quisha back in 2012. And through that program, we started actually with the DFA and of course Ayala Foundation.
I wasn't really sure what to expect for the entire week. I know that we're going to learn a lot of things and meet some really cool people in order for us to create some great projects. But I think we're going to get a lot more. I think we're going to make some really great friends and be able to build community and hopefully reconnect with our roots, with the lands and the places that our parents know and love. And I think as Filipino Americans, there's a part of us that really wants to feel connected to the Philippines. So we come here and visit, sometimes we feel a little like strangers, but we don't want to feel like strangers in this place. So I'm hoping that this experience really helps us get this life experience that we never really were able to have.
The immersion program was very much what it says in the title. You were really immersed, not just with the food or the culture or the country, but most importantly, immersed with the people that are living here and a vast network of amazing individuals, government officials, industry leaders.
Pagsasakapangyarihan. empowerment. FYLPRO has empowered me as a Filipino American in more ways than I ever imagined. I'm so thankful. Pagkakaibigan, friendship. I've gained 12 amazing new friends, new barkada that I'm so grateful for. So maraming salamat, Batch 11. And then finally, pagmamahal, love. It's very fitting that the immersion program started in Iloilo City, the city of love, because this program has been nothing short of love.
And I've always been jealous whenever my parents talk about their high school experiences growing up, because they always talk about having batchmates, having their own barkada, having their own community here that they could grow up with, that they could experience struggles and successes with. And I was so jealous because I was wondering, when am I ever going to have that if I only come here for 1 or 2 weeks? And I think why I'm so proud to have been part of this immersion program is because even in spite of only being here for 1 week with all of you, I felt like I've truly lived a lifetime with all of you. We've karaoke together, we've cried together, we've laughed together, we've changed outfits so many times. So many times.
The magic doesn't just happen in the immersion this week. The magic actually happens through the byproducts of what's happening here, right? You're going to be, this is just the beginning. So just know that.
So we are now here in Haro. This is Desamparados. Currently, our big market is being constructed and will be turned into a tourist hub as well.
My expectations for being part of the FYLPRO Immersion program was to just be connected with a network of individuals from different sectors of work and life compared to what I'm used to. I have a background in public health and research in STEM, so it's really interesting to hear about the Filipino perspective from the arts, from politics and law.
This FYLPRO Immersion experience has been beyond my expectations. I didn't know what to think or what to expect when I first applied, but I have to say that my experience was, I think, especially unique because my family is from Iloilo, originally Haro and originally Lambunao. And so going back to Iloilo was really sweet for me because usually when I go home, it's just for family and food. But this time I was able to really explore the city, engage in a heritage tour, and really learn about the city that I came from, the city of love. And I couldn't be prouder to see the innovation, the collaboration, the care, and just the way that the Ilonggo people unite together.
I also want to say how honored I am to be with all of our families here and our loved ones. I think that it's really important to us to be with our families because we talk about the love that we all feel here in the Philippines, but we first feel that love truthfully from our families here. So thank you for showing us that love and inspiring us to always come back here and to give back to the Philippines, because giving back to the Philippines really means giving back to us.
Today we were all together and we were asked to make a speech. I cried, and I cried because someone sold me a scarf which turned out to be a table runner.
I was walking around and thankfully I was wearing sunglasses because the moment that I saw it, I just couldn't stop myself from crying. And we had only been together for 2 days. And I didn't want to see, or my batchmates see this very tall Filipino crying. But what was so important to it was a picture of a seafarer with the phrase, "Papa is tired, but Papa will never give up. He must keep going."
Thank you for selecting me to be a part of this year. I can't believe what a week we've had. I can't believe that this country, these Philippines, I love the Philippines, but my love for the Philippines was like a long distance relationship.
And for Ayala Foundation, we believe that in making communities to be productive, creative, productive, self-reliant, and proud to be Filipino. And that is where the alignment with the FYLPRO came in and with the embassy came in. That we wanted people to be proud to be Filipino no matter what their citizenship is, and at the same time, especially if they are not Filipino.
My experience here in FYLPRO has been phenomenal. It has been such a wonderful experience to reconnect with the motherland, rediscover my roots here in the Philippines, and most importantly, to build lasting relationships not only with my other FYLPRO fellows, but really the people who live here in the Philippines, the people who continue to strive to make the Philippines a better place to live. And ultimately, I encourage a lot of you to join the family of FYLPRO. It truly is a family that welcomes people who want to reconnect with their Filipino roots.
In addition to that, we've met so many amazing individuals, businessmen, government officials, nonprofits, social enterprise, you name it. We've met so many different sectors that have really impacted how I view my legacy project and have really inspired and motivated me to continue to work on that.
We hope that the past 5 days have been a truly insightful and inspiring experience as you immersed yourselves in Filipino culture and history, while also familiarizing yourselves with the karaoke machine in your vehicle.
Always be, and I always tell them at the end of the day, don't think of yourselves only as Americans, don't think of yourselves only as Filipinos, but please think of yourselves as Filipino Americans, as important bridges between our two countries and our two peoples.
So warmth of home, I think as Filipino Americans, this has been brought up, we're often bridges. But sometimes it's hard for us to feel completely at home. But we're a little bit different when we're in the US and then a little bit different when we're here in the Philippines. And there's something special about being able to be that bridge, but sometimes it's hard to feel at home. So warmth of home, I think warmth of home even also among my batchmates. I have felt so loved and so at home and so just comfortable, I think, with all of you as well.
You know, these are people who have so much confidence in us, and I really want to highlight and center all of the people who made this experience possible. I'm sure there was so much countless hours and thankless work that really went into making this experience as enriching and rich and robust for all of us. And we would not be here without you. This program would not be here without all of your incredible effort.
My expectations for being on this program is to really connect with my heritage. I haven't been back to the Philippines since 2006, and I really want to connect with the culture and really bring pride and a connection to the place that my ancestors grew up in.
Little did I know that after this trip, I'm forever changed. I always thought that opportunity meant looking forward, that you had to leave behind what you knew, the amount of courage that it takes to start a new life and to live your life, not for yourself, but for the generation after you. I owe a lot of it to my lolo. To have this program start in Iloilo is a true testament that maybe this was the right time for me to do this program.
They really instilled in me the culture, and also showed me the love of what Christian had spoken about. And I really see that deeply in the Filipino people here, which is what keeps me coming back.
This event complements Makati Business Club's Global Leaders Series, where we facilitate discussions between global personalities and local executives.
So to future delegates, you can expect an experience that you would never get in any other way. This immersion program really introduces you to a new life. It almost feels like a new life for which you walk in the shoes of your parents, but also live it in a way where you get exposure to business leaders, government leaders, educators, and prominent figures in government. And to me, I think that this experience is transformative. Everyone says that, but it really is a transformative experience.
To really start, I would like to quote the immortal words of Semi-Sonic. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And I mean that to say, we started off unknown strangers coming together, and it was a new beginning. We didn't know each other. We only knew bios, how impressive each one of us was. And the impact we've already made in the United States. But together and over the past year, I did not expect to meet and really connect with each one of you.
If I had to describe my experience from the last few days, I'd say that it has certainly been transformative and life-changing in a lot of ways. I haven't been back to the Philippines in about 30 years, and usually it's been through the lens of my family. So this is the first time I'm here without my family to help guide what I'm seeing in the country. I'd say I am so much more proud of being Filipino-American. I think there's always been a part that was missing. I think I've been steeped in American culture. I was born there. But there's something very special, I think, about being Filipino-American.
I was impressed and I was intimidated. And when we were speaking our legacy projects to the Makati Business Club, I felt so much pride for each one of you as if I had known you for decades.
If I had to describe my experience this week, I say this week and it feels like it's been like a month. I don't know, it doesn't feel as if it's only been a week. I would say it's unexpected. And there's just a connection and a bond that you have because it's already there. And it was beautiful to feel as if I'm not alone in my journey and I'm not alone in what I want to do. I was inspired, and I believe that we're all creating our own little ripple effects by inspiring other people in our own circles.
But this particular experience is so special to me because we're not going to get this moment back, right?
And I just think that's really beautiful. And I'm really sad this is ending because I have to go back to reality.
It is a pretty sad moment to have something so special just end so quickly. Feels like we've known each other for a long time. I want to start off by thanking my guests. My mom has invited more people than our 2 people allocation.
And today was an amazing day. We tried so many delicious foods from Iloilo, and you can really taste the pride and the home culture through your food.
And I'm looking forward to being able to learn more, especially in this region. We like to think of this program just being very close to Manila, but the Philippines has so much more to offer, and I'm so happy to be here in Iloilo.
This program will potentially shift the way you think about different things. Or if it doesn't do that, it will help you at least find a parts of yourself you might have not yet discovered, because I'm sure that's what happened to me and my fellow batchmates. So if you're part of the next batch, I look forward to meeting you because I will be an alumni by then, and you will be part of an amazing network of individuals. If not, maybe the most important network of individuals that will cast a wide net of people to introduce you to.
It's been an opportunity that I appreciate, and I hope to pay forward through my work and by also inspiring others who are interested in the same vision.
So, I hope to see more.
So to be here in the Philippines is, again, just such a meaningful experience, and I feel very grateful to have had the opportunity to come back home. This will be the longest I've spent in the Philippines here for 3 weeks. It just feels so joyful, and it feels like coming home, truthfully, like I'm meant to be here.
If there's one thing that we always say after FYLPRO is that it makes us very proud to be Filipino. Listening to your Phil-Am stories, going through the entire immersion with you, and seeing how proud you are to be Filipino. For us who've never left and sometimes carry all the burden and the frustrations, it makes us realize that we are proud to be where we are, and that we're happy to share that pride with you.
Because of this trip, I am even prouder to represent myself primarily as Filipino.